All right.
Oh, we lost Johnny right from the start. This is going good. This is amazing.
Right out of the blocks. I love it.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, everybody in this call has something in common except for me. We're going to get to that in a minute. Joe, it's your part of the
Take two. Take two. Talk.
Am I messing up still? Here.
No. I'm just making.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, now he's got.
Oh, good. All right, people. This episode of How'd We Get Here is brought to you in collaboration with Power Pulp Comics, the best of self-published comics all under one roof. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they have up to 100 titles of self-published comics from indie creators, so you can head on over to powerpulpcomics.com and check out their lineup of books. Also, if you're a brick and mortar store, a small comic shop or bookstore, they have wholesale prices for stores, which is 50% off for wholesale, and all orders of $200 or more get free domestic shipping. So if you're a store and would like to carry some of these books from these indie creators, go check out the site, fill out the form, and they'll give you a code for a wholesale discount on your orders. Also, now we have QR codes up in the corner, so you could just scan the QR code up in the corner. It'll bring you to the site, so you can go check that out. They also have a Discord if you want to go hang out, check out what's going on over there with the other readers, fans, artists. They have all kinds of sections. You can go check it out, share what you're reading, share what you're working on. So go check it out. What else do we have? We still have a giveaway for Nick Cleese. Kickstarter is running till the end of the month, and we have a giveaway there. So what was it, Johnny, that you write down in the just?
I think you just put Life the Necropolis in there, right? Or Life?
Or did we have a giveaway for that? I don't think we had a giveaway.
We have a giveaway for that. We have a giveaway for Everything is Super. We were gonna spin
this one. We have a giveaway for.
Yeah, we're gonna
stake. Yeah,
we were gonna spin the wheel tonight, but since we didn't get to do the promo we usually do before the spin the wheel
Saturday.
We're gonna do it Saturday.
So in this one, you go find the episode for this one on YouTube. Right, Everything is Super down in the YouTube comments to enter. And we'll be spinning the wheel, picking a winner on Saturday. And that is, we have options for you. We have the 2 volumes of Everything is Super. And if you already own the books, we'll do something else. You could go on the merch, on his merch section on his site, and pick like a t-shirt, a mug, a cap. You could pick some merch as well. So go check that out. We also, the other giveaway, this Kickstarter just launched last Thursday. Star Wolf. So in this episode, you go find the episode down in the YouTube comments, write Power Pulp, and we'll figure out exactly what. James is in the comments. Is the link not working?
There's in the chat for you, James. Only James can click it. If you try to hop on, we're not going to let you.
Okay. Or it's in the DMs yesterday I sent it to you in the DMs, one or the other. Yeah.
Got shipping there.
Yeah. So I think that's it for our stuff going around for the giveaways. So yeah. There we go. James is in the house.
Yeah, the whole Toronto party crew finally together.
Yeah.
Not echoing, am I?
What's that?
I'm not echoing, am I? I can get some help.
No, you sound good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny cut out right at the beginning, so I think you're pretty good so far. You lasted longer than Johnny so far. Yeah. There. All right. So we'll be talking about Toronto ComiCon and all the happenings. So what do you want me to start with, Johnny?
I don't know. I was thinking, you guys kind of all had a milestone issue to take to this con, and how was that? I know that James has the Hippopotamus Massacre. Becka just finally finished Wormhole Club Tragedy, and Adrian's put out his biggest, most ambitious book so far. Just right before this thing came out, I think yours literally came out the same week, right, Adrian? Or I got my copy the same week you went to the con.
Yeah. Copies kind of started arriving the same week as I planned.
So like, yeah, starting I guess with James, man. Like, how was the reception? Like, did you feel the love? Like,
Yeah, it was great. Everybody really liked it. We sold all our copies like super early Saturday. We had like 120 something. Like, Fred got a big box from Mag Cave, and they were easy selling. People hadn't heard the book. As soon as you put it in front of them, they wanted to grab it. Got a shirt. Got my Nebraska shirt right there.
I forgot to grab the shirts.
Oh, you gotta hit Fred up.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up.
oh, that's right. You did coloring on it as well. So like, yeah, two of you guys' work on the Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. I always get it wrong.
Yeah.
No, you
But
got
James and Fred are the masterminds behind the book. Like, all I did was just help James out with the colors so he can make quality artwork for the book.
That's good stuff, man. Like, I can't wait to check it out. I haven't got a copy yet, man. Sold out.
Tomorrow, issue 1 reprint and issue 2 hit the same day, so check it out.
Okay, definitely,
You get
man.
like half the story because it's like a 4-issue thing, right?
I wanted to get one, and technically I could have read it on Global because me and Joe both have an account on Global, but like, I don't know, I kind of just like want to look at your art.
Yeah, you want the
experience.
you want the you want to feel it. You want that tactile feeling of it. Here. Oh, my comps over here. Got my stash. It's like $300 a book right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I painted some covers. Put some like cartoon hippos on them and like painted them with gouache and sold them for like $50 each. Somebody took one of them and flipped it the same day for like 300 apparently.
From the Toronto Con?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. There was crazy high prices people were reselling them for.
Becka, man, Wormhole Club Tragedy. Finally, putting the final bows and whistles on that. Like, how does that feel? Knocking that out.
It feels good and also terrifying. Terrifying as in, okay, now I got to pimp out the Kickstarter stuff and get the promo machine going for that. So, but no, it feels good to get it all done and collected and yeah, get it out to the people, the next step. So a bit nerve-wracking because I haven't done Kickstarter in almost 5 years. And so I'm like, okay, that's a while. So
I think it's going to be an easy sell, man. The first 3 issues is, I think, where me and Joe kind of ended. We got to get caught up, but it is like a really interesting new type of sci-fi horror. I like what you were doing, and yeah, like it's kind of strange fiction-y, but you're not leaning on Lovecraft at all. So I think it's an exciting book for people to check out. Like you're all you really do different from the issue, right? Is you're coloring it out as a trade, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a storm at your place, Johnny? You're sounding like Shockwave over there.
My bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
I caught most of it though, so thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't want to go, as I said, like the book is a cosmic horror, but I didn't want to lean too heavy on the Lovecraftian stuff, right? Just more on the celestial side of the cosmic horror, because I don't know, like everything is, you hear cosmic horror and you're thinking elder, octopus like gods and stuff. So I just wanted to, it's like, what else can I do with this genre, right? And just have fun with it, especially with the celestial beings and stuff that are in the book, and then have that mesh with the human world. So, but anyways, thank you for the feedback on that. Yeah.
And for the Kickstarter, you're just going to color it pretty much, right? And put it out as a graphic novel like you did with Gehenna?
Yeah. So it's just a graphic novel collection with all 5 issues plus about 30 plus pages of new content that's not ever before seen in print. So there's something new for readers to enjoy. And I can't guarantee that all of the questions will be answered, with this edition. Yeah, so I'm super, super excited and nervous for what people will think of the final product. But but yeah, the artwork is coming along like really well. I've got about 3 more pages I'm working on before the files are ready for print. So I'm just like in the over analyzing stage right now. I'm making sure like there's no spelling errors and all that stuff going on. Because there's something worse than like you edit the book. This time I've got an editor on board. Adriean Joe has been amazing help with everything. But yeah, I found with Gehenna when doing it by myself, like it was cool, but then I would get the book printed and then, oh no, there's a spelling mistake, like a really bad one that affects the story. You know, and then just having somebody be like, hey, the artwork's great, but maybe if you tweaked it here a little bit to make it, you know, pop more or something, you know, it's quite valuable to have feedback like that. You know, so you're not just lost in your own head, which happens a lot when you do it DIY, right? So
you think around winter for the Kickstarter?
Sorry?
Like winter for the Kickstarter?
Starscream launch.
So when
coming soon because you have a pre-launch page, right? So
yes, I have a pre-launch.
Yes. Here. You got the QR code on here. I'll get rid of the chat for just a sec so people can scan that QR code. This is for your pre-launch page, I believe, right?
Yes, for the pre-launch page. Just launched it about a week ago, or no, 2 weeks ago, this Wednesday coming up. And just hit like 30 followers so far. Thank you to everyone who's followed the pre-launch so far. Yeah, so gonna keep like promoting it. So the launch date is April 20th. And that is also the week where I head out to Calgary Expo. It's a 4-day show at the BMO Center. April, what were the dates for that? Hang on. I'm being pro right now, totally with my lack of info. April 23rd through 26th. I'm there all 4 days. So yeah, if you're in the area, come on out. We'll have a good time. Chat all things Wormhole Club and whatever else. Maybe some Florida Hippo Cocaine Massacre.
Will you have copies of Gehenna available as well?
I will have copies. I've just set aside
add-on tier and stuff like that for the add-ons and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll have copies of Gehenna with me as well. And for people not familiar with the book, I will have copies of the issues 1 to 5 as well. And I may have something for Calgary people, like maybe a Calgary Expo edition of one of the issues. So stay tuned.
Cool. Oh,
yeah.
I think we lost Johnny. He'll be back. I think he must have a storm. Whenever he has a storm, his internet always gets choppy. So
okay.
It's just a momentary thing. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. All right. I was working on stuff, so I was half listening. We did, James, your new book, Hippo. We went back. She has her Kickstarter. Now you, Adriean, your new book, LeBron. Todd LeBon. Everyone always likes LeBron.
Call this thing LeBron. Like even the editor I use, he kept referring to it as Todd LeBron. It got to the point I'm like, fuck, whatever, call it what you want.
Todd
I just
LeBon.
didn't care.
Yeah, Todd LeBon. Yeah. So this is a 90 pager. Pretty thick. 80?
Jesus, Joe.
Perfect bound, which is always nice when you get a book and it's perfect bound. Pretty sweet, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So give us your elevator pitch, your sales pitch for it.
It was a book I didn't want to do, but I did it.
Great start.
I feel like I was just kind of like, those bands that, they made their albums, they want to do another album, but they're contractually obligated to like put out a greatest hits or some whatever compilation, all of that. It's just like, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine.
Really selling it.
Yeah. By Sunday, it was funny. Sunday, I was like, because Joe and I went out the night before, and Becca was there too. And I was like, I was just so hungover that morning. I had zero gas in the tank, and I just like Joe was feeling pretty good. You're pretty.
I didn't drink. I had 2 drinks. I
know. Yeah.
When we went for supper.
I know that. Oh,
I had one gin and tonic at the Greek place. So.
Okay, yeah, you did have that. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, the wheels were just completely off the rims. I just had no go whatsoever. Honestly, I just if they came up and said, go home for the day, I'd go home for the day. So,
Hmm.
but anyway, here we are. Okay, the book.
You're getting old, dude.
Hmm?
I said you're getting old.
You know what? I shaved as soon as I came home, right? Because I don't know. I don't know. The beard was a bit much. It was a little much. It was like 40 days in a cave kind of beard. So
I like the Colonel Sanders Adrian, man.
what's that?
I like the Colonel Sanders Adrian.
Colonel Sanders. I didn't have the goatee. It was the
whole
you
beard.
know.
Hey, you shaved. I just noticed now. I'm very observant, aren't I?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm pitching the book.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, you
Okay.
started. And
Okay, so Todd LeBon. Okay, so a little bit of background on Todd LeBon. So back in 2015, 2016, myself and a friend of mine, Ryan Owasik, we started up a Twitter account, a burner account called Todd LeBon, and we use this thing as like a dumping ground for just awful, crude jokes that just
would get you canceled.
basically and over again, right? It's stuff that my kids be embarrassed about over time. Anyway, so when I finished the last book, my friend just kind of kept egging me on to, not egging me on, but he brought up a few times to like, hey, why don't you do a book based on Todd LeBon? And then so I just jumped into it, made up the character. So Todd LeBon, he runs with a crew, two guys, Johnny Yen and Toofer. Toofer is he's a 2x4. And he only speaks in German, so his whole dialogue through the book is in German, like Google Translate. But I got a little editor notes with what I think it comes out in English. Anyway, so they get hired to find this thing called the Devil's Head, which is like this little amulet rock, I don't know, something or whatever. And it just turns into this whole heist story. And once they kind of get a hold of this damn thing, it just kind of flips and turns. It goes dark. So it goes from locker room.
There's Toofer. Toofer is my favorite character of the book. So it was pretty good. I think Toofer was great.
Yeah, actually, Omar from Wayside, funny enough, when we were talking about it, he actually texted me and he just read it too. So he was pretty happy about it. And then he didn't know about the Judi Dench tattoo as well.
Oh,
so
the first thing we forgot to tell people. Yeah.
So if you buy this book, there's a little thing at the end. It's a temporary tattoo of Judi Dench. And then if you read the book, I mean, you'll know where this tattoo actually goes. And it just kind of makes it that much more, I don't know.
Makes you hungry for Arby's, man.
Inappropriate. Yeah. So if this book's ever takes off, maybe I'll get like an Arby's sponsorship or something. So anyway,
Yeah,
honestly, it's a good book. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did. But I've been, like I told you guys, I got this stupid book in my head since like 2015 that I just been trying to get done, but other things kept getting in the way. So my headspace is so on this book right now, but I'm just trying to get rid of these like hood rat projects so I can just focus on this for the next like 2 years. So
This is now you're going to be working on the project you've been wanting to work on for the last 15 years.
Yeah. And watch, it's going to be like the worst thing ever put out too.
I don't think it'll happen, but it could happen.
that means you're gonna get signed, man. You're gonna get a job at Marvel if it's like.
Just send me some pages. I'll let you know if you start going off the
Honestly,
I'll give you some honest feedback. I don't pull no punches, right? So.
Normally I write for, honest to God, like normally I write for you and Johnny. Every book is always with you guys in mind. This one, you are not a part of this at all. I'm like, this is like a standalone kind of thing. So you guys will probably hate it, but
I already know I'm gonna hate it now. It's like, no, you're not writing for me. What the?
Fuck, dude.
Like,
Jesus Christ!
And you're my voice, Adrian.
You're off the show. Boot him, Johnny.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I'll start my own podcast.
All right. So we did the rounds of the new books, but actually, James, issue 2 is coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's go through this. This was your cover right here.
Yes.
Right. This is the cover.
A cover.
Yeah, the A cover. Yeah. This one, funny story, as I was walking around the con, and you guys had a few of these copies left, and I picked one up that you were selling them for $20. Then I was walking around the con, and there was a comic, whatever, vendor or whatever, and I saw the Lobo, right? Lobo came out that week of the con, so I was like, I'll pick up Lobo and read it, see if it's any good. and right beside it was a copy, your cover of Florida Hippo Cocaine Massacre, $40.
Yeah, somebody actually did end up buying that and brought it over to get it signed. So now it's worth $100.
Our friend Philip was selling both covers for $50, Joe, right?
US,
Yeah, they were saying there was some people.
Well,
there was a vendor selling it for 50. There was a vendor selling it for 60.
well, the week before, the vendor said he was selling them for 60 the week before. So he dropped the price $20 for the con.
Did any of the vendors come to your table and like buy a stack?
Not a stack. Like some people bought 2 copies at a time. But...
Yeah, because I wonder if they bought it from you and then it ran back to their little to their table and just like.
Oh, maybe that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys were selling them for 20, so
We were
it kind of
selling,
deterred
the A
people
cover
from
for
trying to
20.
buy you out completely, which is good, so that other people get the chance to get the book at a reasonable price. You know.
Yeah, we were selling the A cover, my cover, for 20, and then the new variant cover that's coming up with the second printing for 10, because we had like 100 or something cup. We had like 120 of those. So we probably altogether we probably sold like 140, 150 copies.
Yeah,
between the 2 covers.
Yeah, because this was the other cover you guys had at the con.
Yeah, by Saturday morning they were all kind of gone.
Yeah, they're all sold out. Yeah, Saturday.
So in that regard, smashing success. So
awesome, super happy for you. I remember when you were first talking about this book 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When you came on the show after we were off air, you were talking about it, and we're like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was asking you, you're like, "I don't know." They keep saying soon, and 2. Look,
yeah, issue 1, or it took like a year for us to get issue 1 done, just because, like Fred, he paid my page rate for the first half of the book, and then we showed it to the publisher because they would, they would pay the rest of it, and it took a while. It took a few months to hear back from them to get the full go ahead, and after that it was like like late October, and then by then I had done the Kickstarter for Evil Comics, my other book, which I have someplace, this one, and then I had to fulfill that, so it wasn't really till like February of 2025 I could dedicate myself to it fully, and then by then it was like nothing but that until like August when I finished drawing it, but we were making changes and stuff until I guess like January of this year, proofreading it. Right now it's all 4 issues are done, they're in the can, and the trade's ready to go. We're all ready to go. Everything's gonna hit on time, one after the other, so we're all good. We're just waiting now to hear back if they want to do another arc with the same characters. It's the plan next.
I think after they'll probably wait and see how this issue sells tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure
We'll
if
see
this
the
one sells
review.
out, you guys will definitely probably get the green light to go.
We had like the one review Fred sent us, and it wasn't like 100% positive, but like I read it and it was like I liked all the jokes. The satire was really good. They were building on top of it, obviously. The art's really good, but like as soon as it started going, it ended, and there's a lot of like character development. I just wanted more, is basically what he wanted. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point of the second act of the story, right? You know,
issue 1, buddy.
well, issue 1, you want to get everyone's attention, you want to grab them by the balls. Issue 1 is like your shot of a bullet, right?
Yeah.
And it's just go. And this one, you slow down a little bit and you introduce all the characters, their motivations and their backstory, and then you get some hippo action paid off at the end, and you get introduced, a new character B, who's like significant in the story, and then by the end, okay, well, now we're good to go, right?
I wrote that review.
Oh, did you?
No, I'm just kidding. Here's the B cover for issue 1, Mirka and Dolfo. This one sold out as well, right?
Pardon?
This one's sold out. I believe this is your cover for issue 2.
That's the one for issue 2.
Popping up. There we go. Issue 2 right here. Love that. I bet you know what? I've enjoyed issue 1. Your cover's my favorite. This cover is fantastic.
I think this one's my favorite out of the bunch, but I actually kind of wanted this one to be the first cover, but I don't think it was 100% ready to go by the time we were soliciting the whole thing.
Yeah, I like the lines in the background. It brings everything to the center. The guns, all the it's a nice cover. It's well designed. Like it.
Explosions, yeah.
This is, I think, a store variant. Someone's doing Akira homage covers for store
Yeah,
variants.
there's about a
Mhm. I
dozen
just saw.
different
Yeah.
store
That's great.
variants coming out.
This one's all right.
from
This one's
various-
actually, I like this one because, you know, Hippo's a water creature. So I
Yeah.
thought this one was great. The Jaws.
Yeah,
The Jaws was great, right? With the hippo coming up. This one was pretty good, I have to
That's a
admit.
good
This,
one.
That was really
this,
good.
this one gives yours a run for its money a little bit.
Little
But
bit.
but the one for issue 2 that's going to give is the Akira one. I wasn't
That
the
one's
biggest
cool.
fan of the
Yeah, nice
issue
dynamic
1,
action.
but
Yeah.
this one is awesome with the lights that do the number 2 on the bike.
Oh, I didn't
great-
even notice that.
Great
Yeah,
little
you're right,
touch
you're right.
there. I mean, the action lines with the hippos and this one is pretty, and you know, like compositionally,
Yeah.
it's almost the same as yours with the action
Well, it's
lines
kind of
going to the
flipped,
centers
yeah.
with the guns. Yeah, everything's coming to the center. So you both had kind of the same idea design wise for the cover, which is yeah. But I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat your cover 2 as well, man. I think you got a slight edge there.
Yeah, the one critique of that one, and our editor caught it, but not in time for the finished volume. We should put the park in the background instead of like the buildings, instead of like the city
Mhm.
background. No, the other one, the B cover. No, the store variant for number 2 with the Akira, the motorcycle.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, we should put the park in the background instead of having the buildings.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Okay,
one
yeah.
regret I have. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, because anyway, spoilers. The part gets locked down, so the people
Well,
are
no,
trapped.
he blows up all the exits and entrances. They can't.
Okay, there you go. So then they get out. All right, so it still makes sense then.
Mhm.
Yeah. We kind of imagine it's like in a suburb up this side, like it's on the ocean. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Mm.
park.
but it's an homage cover, right? So they're probably just going with the city in the background,
Yeah.
like in the movie and stuff.
If we had caught that like in the thumbnail stage, would have been like perfect. But
Yeah,
it's still,
I mean,
great.
great. So
great cover.
I'm interested to see how this goes tomorrow.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's a little slower than the first one. Don't expect the same thing. It's like the second act in the movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we got
Mhm.
you had the big opening action scene, and now we're going to take it down a little bit and spend a little time with the characters, get to know them, introduce a few more characters, and then there's like a couple, and there's action beats at the end, right? And then leaves you wanting more. The whole point is we're going to leave you wanting more, which was like the guy's big complaint in the one review I was reading before I came on here. It's like, I don't know, I just felt like I wanted more. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of the point of issue 2, right?
Mhm.
Here, hey Johnny,
Yo.
you want to put the camera up?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll show a few pages, let people see what
Mhm.
it's all about here.
Yeah, the interiors are.
Get them a little taste, right? Give them a little.
Mhm.
All good drug dealers, you know, give a little taste. So here we go. Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. Like I said, love the cover.
Yeah.
Mark's
Go ahead.
inside too. I've
This
seen
is
it.
this is kind of our Mandy Laser, or excuse me, Nancy Reagan stand in
Mhm.
Mandy Laser. She's kind of the crypt keeper. She's introduced the whole kind of conceit of the thing is she's in your classroom, she's rolling the television, she's going to play a VHS why you shouldn't do drugs, and this is the Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre.
There we go.
So you get the intro,
Shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you
and
see
then you
there,
come out, you get the big shot.
disco, the disco title breaking in.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Disco
With the little,
Wonderland.
yeah, the little hippos and little tutus. You know, it's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I painted some when I was mentioning. Yeah, I painted the covers of some of them. I painted those things onto the cover because they were a little easier than like a actual hippo.
My hand is hurting looking at the people on those pages.
Yeah, the crowds. You're
Yeah.
notorious for drawing crowds of people.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you had to have you got to establish the park. You get the big
Yes.
shot of the park as the helicopters coming in. Then you got to establish the park's full of people. So you just get a wall of people. We're gonna have a
Mhm.
massacre where they're all going to die, right?
Because in Tales to Enlighten, you had quite a few groups, like parties with lots of people. So if anyone's seen that book, they know you can draw large crowds with
And
tons of-
incidentally, I think there's 4 copies left. Might be less by now of Tales to Enlighten. If you're in the States, grab them while you still can. If this is probably your last opportunity for a while.
yeah.
And we could talk about that book too later. And we have this is actually B here, the announcer girl. she's a very significant character. She's not properly introduced until issue 2, but you know, she's in the beginning of the book. She's right there from the start.
The park
established.
owner,
This is the villain, Hansmore Disco.
kind of based.
His last name's like Disco, but it sounds like Disco. And people use his nickname Disco interchangeably with his last name.
Kind of inspired by Castro.
Probably
Castro,
Rob
or who's the big drug lord?
JR from Dallas is what I got.
Pablo Escobar.
Escobar. Yeah.
Pablo Escobar was the initial sort of. That's why it's cocaine hippos, because Pablo Escobar had the hippopotamuses that got loose, right?
From his
private zoo. So Pablo Escobar, the cocaine drug lord, he had a private zoo, and he had hippopotamuses. When he was captured, the hippopotamuses got loose, and they became they're still to this day like an invasive species down in South America. And they're a big problem down there because they are vicious, murderous creatures.
Yeah, they have
So then he arrives and everybody's excited to see him, but turns out like he's openly torturing this detective that they found undercover. This is Tico Sincoza. It's another one of our heroes.
Then
now he's like, he's revealing his evil scheme, how he's got this new special kind of cocaine, which is the most potent cocaine ever created. It's going to turn normal, kids into like, raving socialists that are going to.
So then they have their little discourse, and all of a sudden you see the car come in here.
Yeah, well, he's like,
reveal another character, and who is it?
This is his brother, Miguel Sincoza.
Yeah, with the big. I love this panel.
Yeah,
no,
he's in the air, just kind of standing.
I actually drew that panel like 3-4 times because I knew I needed to nail it because this is his big introduction. This is a big moment, right? And I think it's great.
Out of the air,
it's great.
We'll stop after this last character. Introduce this last character,
this
right?
Is Clark, Nebraska, Special Agent Clark, Nebraska. He was scoping out the whole park. You have a big action scene here. It goes crazy.
There she is.
Yeah.
Did I go past the scene in the van?
They're in the van right there.
Oh, this is it right here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Towards the beginning, you have a shot from outside the park. They're in like a ice cream truck.
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
Right there. You see the ice cream truck in the middle, and they're out in the parking lot. This is them inside the ice cream truck. They're scoping out the place.
Yeah. So that's issue 2's coming out tomorrow, so people can go check
and issue
that
1
out.
reprint if you missed it. I knew it was hard to find it. A lot of stores. I actually went to like 3-4 stores to find a copy myself. The one store was like, oh yeah, I saw that, but sometimes it's hard to tell if these books are any good or they're just fucking stupid. And I had to stand there and pretend like I hadn't drawn it. So I follow the guy on Instagram. At least the art's good,
At least the art's good. I don't know about the writer guy, but I know the art.
Well, I couldn't. I had to pretend like I had nothing to do with it, so I couldn't like speak to the writing. But.
So, if anyone did pick up the Florida Cocaine Massacre,
Florida
Hippo, yeah. These are 3 of the other books that you've worked on.
Well, these are my 3 other books. These are my other 3 major works. I kind of consider them like almost like a loose trilogy, like my apocalypse trilogy. So you got like Evil Comics is the satanic ritual that sparks the apocalypse. Tales to Enlighten is the apocalypse. Pissant Apocalypse is the post-apocalypse, right?
Yeah, and there is a kind of an overlapping theme for sure.
Yeah,
this one has to be my favorite though. Pissant is my favorite work of yours. I love it.
It's my third book. Yeah,
when we did the episode, I actually, as I got halfway through, I was like, man, he drops the hard C quite a few times.
What's the K? We spell it with a K.
Yeah, with a K, yeah. It's so hard, you had to spell it with a K, and I counted 63 times through the book. When we recorded the episode the first time, we'd count it, and I think I remember it was 63 times the word cunt is used in this book.
See you next Tuesday, with a K.
With a capital K. And it's my favorite.
Kill you next Tuesday.
Yeah, great stuff. It's a little, that's like a manga style, right? The size format.
Yeah, kind of digest.
Manga,
like
Kokobon. Yeah, look at that.
They were like a series of mini comics. I can get them out. I can show you what they used to be.
Yeah. Like these are just some of the pages
boxes, my lord.
Like great.
Yeah.
Fun story.
They were originally like these little zines here, right?
Mm.
These are just like 4 pieces of
yeah.
printer paper folded twice. And yeah, and we were printed digest size, so it's kind of like a tankobon size. I like that size because it's a lot easier to ship
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the larger one, especially these days.
Especially nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the chaos that is international shipping between Canada and the US.
Or anywhere to the US.
Or
yeah.
US and anywhere's from around the world to the US.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's fun stuff. There's a good taste of that one.
Yeah, Tales
Evil.
to
Oh, you want to do Tales? We could do
No,
Tales.
yeah.
We did an episode recently, so we'll flip through it real quick. Great work. This was my introduction to your work, actually.
It
Was
was a
this
lot
book.
of people's introduction because this was the first one that actually got into print and was collected first.
You got, dude, you got to do a book in black and white.
Oh yeah.
Just plain back. Look at that. Fucking the black and white. I don't know. It just hits. It's nice.
Well,
Like
thank
I
you
love
very
your black
much,
and
yeah.
white work, man. Like I love
Yes.
your colored work too. But I've seen your colored work now. I'd like to see like just a little book, like just a little taste, just give us some
Mhm.
black and white. I'm a big fan of black and white. So,
We are
Yeah.
talking about doing another book with another company, like a licensed property. I'm talking to the guy about. I was pushing to get a somebody like we had Becca on the last one, but yeah, I want like somebody just take care of the colors for me. Altogether.
great shot of Godzilla. One
Yeah.
half.
So this one you have Sam, the grandson of Satan, and his best friend Manfred the Man Machine. He's kind of a reluctant killer robot. They go on a genocidal quest across the multiverse to kill and decapitate 666 special individuals who are basically superheroes, and with the end goal of activating Sam's grandfather's misery machine, which he left in his garage. And once the misery machine is activated, it will print 2 tickets to enlightenment, basically. And then, yeah, it's basically the first half of the book, and then
That's a thick boy too. It's about almost 200 pages of story.
Yeah, about all those first 3 books are about all 170, 180 pages.
80 pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full story, nice collection.
Yeah. Then your first work, right?
My
Evil.
first Evil. There's a little essay at the beginning.
You reworked this one a couple times, right?
Yeah, there's an essay at the beginning about it. I go over the whole publication history and sort of the stops and starts with the whole thing to get to this point with this book. I finished it initially, and then people started coming out of the woodwork, willing to pay me to draw their books, and that's how Tales to Enlighten ended up coming together. This one, you have mass luchador wrestler Sammy Destino. He's got to save his girlfriend from the Space Thunder Death Call. They're going to sacrifice her to demons at midnight, open a portal of hell. So if you're into wrestling, if you're into, it's based on like the old El Santo movies. If you're familiar with like MST3K, they've done a few episodes based on their films.
Yeah.
Basically, down in Mexico, you had the most popular luchador wrestler for years in the 60s and 70s was this guy named El Santo. He was so popular, they made movies with him, literally dozens of movies. They're all El Santo versus werewolves, El Santo versus vampires. I have a DVD somewhere about he's fighting like a leper colony. And they're all terrible movies. They're borderline unwatchable, complete trek. So I want to do a really fun version that actually pays off the promise of a luchador action superhero adventure. You're like in this part here, I want to have we got like exposition about the villain. But I hate exposition in comics. Like, you just get like 4 pages, like a Scott Snyder book where the plot will stop for 4 pages, just walls of text. So I have the exposition all laid out during those card chase. So you still have the forward momentum, and he's fighting, this motorcycle gang of skeletons on the road while he's learning about the horrific backstory of our villain.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. Like all 3 books, man. 4, I should say, with the latest one.
Yes,
so,
the latest one's my 4th.
Pick it up in shops. This one, issue 2.
Yes. If you read Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre, and you thought it was the most insane thing I've ever read, which is a common review I've heard. You obviously haven't read my first 3 works.
Yeah.
Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre is me trying to pull my punches and be more mainstream.
Yeah. But listen, it's only one issue in, so I can't fully judge it. But after reading one issue, I think Pissant's still my favorite. But it's only one issue. We still have 3 more to go, so it might take over. But so far, Pissant is still my favorite. So if people want to pick these up, the
hardcore fans, Pissant's where it's at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a cartel in Etsy? Where can people go if they want to order? Well, this.
Well, you just messaged me. Tales to Enlighten, the writer Matt King. He handles all the distribution of that book, and he's with Power Pulp. And so you can, like I was mentioning before, he's only had, last I heard, he only has 4 copies.
There's 4 copies left. He made a post today. 4 copies left. So
they might all be gone by now. I don't know.
And he's thinking about doing a reprint, changing it up a bit, but that would be probably in the distant future. So if you don't pick it up, you're probably going to have to wait a while to get this book. If you don't.
Yeah, he mentioned how he might do single issues, and he was asking me to do covers. I'd be willing to come back and do covers, but yeah.
So, and then these two, you can reach out.
You can get together. Like right now, I'm packaging them with commissions for like 120. If you're in the States, 120 USD, please, because the exchange rate helps with the shipping, which is kind of ridiculous right now. Yeah. You can get those with a drawing of whatever you want, and I'll ship them to you.
Yeah, and if you already have these, are you still doing your $50 commissions?
Yes, I actually brought the $50 commissions back because of the tariffs. Because let me grab one. And I'll show you what it is. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, actually, right here.
Which is a great deal. $50 commissions. I mean, that's a steal.
I gotta go out to the post office. I got a set of books ready to go right here. So, in the Gemini mailer, nice and safe. Yeah, not going to get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the States and you get one of a piece from James, don't expect it right away. It took about a couple months for me to get mine. So
I think you were the exception. I think it got lost or something. It was got held up at customs or something. Yeah. But yeah, that was unusual. Usually it takes 2 weeks, a week. Some people get it right away. Some people it takes longer. I think with your piece, it just got lost. It was missing for a while.
Yeah, no, I don't think
I was worried I'd have to redraw it. Because I do offer, I always tell people if they ask for tracking, look, if it gets lost, I'll just redraw. It's cheaper. It's easier for me to just redraw than just to pay the extra money for thing. Because it is just kind of, I just throw it in an envelope and ship it. It's like it's like you get a postcard or something in the mail. Yeah. And it's cost me like $2 to ship these, so it's not a big deal.
So you look for that. You go to James Edward Clark on Instagram if you want to reach out, DM him. And inquire about that.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So now we'll get to what Becka will be offering on her Kickstarter. This was your first book?
Yes, my first book.
I backed this Kickstarter back, almost 5 years ago now? 4?
Yes.
4 or 5?
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Great cover with the gold foil title. Fun stuff with a soft touch cover as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. So we could give people a little taste of what the this one's colored. The where is it? Right here. The Wormhole Club Tragedy is a black and white book.
Yeah.
You're not gonna color that or anything for the Kickstarter, no?
No.
Like original.
Yeah, so I did color some pages, but I don't know if they'll be colored in the trade edition. Still talking about that with the printers, but overall it'll be a black and white book.
So give us the elevator pitch for this book. What's the story on this one?
All right, so I tell people that Gehenna Death Valley is like Scooby-Doo Goes to Hell, except there's no dog, no mystery machine, and as you can see on the cover, the monster is actually real. There's no mystery.
I gotta say, I love that character. That was my favorite character of the book. This monster.
Thank you. And side note, I do have arachnophobia, so this book was a challenge to draw all these spider creatures in there. So it's a combo of I love the giant bug movies from the 50s, right?
Yeah.
and including tarantula, despite my dislike of spiders. And I'm also, as you guys know, I'm big in body horror. So if you're like The Thing meets giant bug movie with a modern update with it. That's what this book is. And it's 5 friends. They're go on a road trip. They make a pit stop. And of course, they come across a sign that's like, do not trespass. I think, yeah. Yeah. So they come across an
abandoned
abandoned
amusement park.
yeah, that's like not in great shape. But so they're like, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? So they explore.
Yeah, they find a little hole that goes down into a cave, and of course, like
Mhm.
idiots, they go down there. You know,
Yeah.
like any good horror story, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because you mean, and it's like it's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Like it looks kind of pretty and everything, and then there's a hint of uncomfortable dread and why are there lights here? What's going on? And gets a bit creepier and
As they explore deeper, then they run into trouble, and then from there it just gets worse for them as it goes. Yeah.
As it goes.
Yeah.
As it goes. And also mysterious things like, why do I still have reception on my phone in this cave?
And there's like different groups of people that live down here. Like,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. So you get the different groups that are kind of fighting each other. Then they get kind of caught up in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's fun stuff. If you like horror, body horror, it's definitely like you said, Scooby-Doo for mature readers.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah. And with that said, I do miss drawing the spider creature.
I always love this page. This is what I used for the thumbnail when you came on the first time. Yeah, that's a good one. Almost gives me like Marilyn Manson vibes, with the on each arm, like the spider, almost like it's tattoos on the arm, and good
like
stuff.
Worst fear of spiders crawling all over me, giant spiders. Just ugh.
Another great splash page here with the spider with a skull, like
reading up on like exoskeletons and then the hairs on the giant spiders, it's crazy. Science is crazy, biology is crazy. Like the little hairs like on a tarantula or whatever, they sting you, like the little stingy things. Like it's creepy. But
this is a great book. It's a great packaging, the soft touch, the foil, beautiful production on that.
Thank you.
Then this will be the book that your Kickstarter will be campaigning for. Is the collected edition of the Wormhole out. I always fuck that up.
Sorry.
Wormhole Club Tragedy. So this is issue 1. I've got a few pages here as I was going through that I really enjoyed. So I'll skip through them without. I don't want to give too much away, but
no, that's fine. That's fine. We need the visuals.
Splash page here. This one's black and white, so this kind of shows off like what the book looks like in black and white. This is a fun. I love that here. Let's lead up. Yeah, there's a little conflict with these people. They kind of cite what do you call it? Telekinetically kind of warring, trying to get into the characters. Yeah, and then. So
while this is a horror, I have to give Omar from Wayside Comics and Cocktails credit. He called it psychic punk. Right? Psychic punk. Because I mentioned like I wanted to have the book to feel like a cyberpunk comic, but without the cyberpunk things in it, because there are characters with ESP abilities or espers, however you say it. Like as you say, like some telekinesis going on. One of them gets super powerful mysteriously, like has cosmic space powers somehow. And so there's little suggestions on how that happens, but you also don't know a lot of what's going on. And the connection with the characters, like the 2 main characters, I call her Verticia because yes, obviously I'm a fan of the Addams Family. Her head turns into a black hole when she's in her killing spree mode. So the connection she has with one of the characters is that they share religious trauma in their past. So it goes in their what direction they go in with said traumas and what paths they
And those
decided
black
to.
holes rip
Mhm.
the skin right off of people.
I love these 2 pages. These are great. It's like a horror manga.
Thank you.
Yeah, really nice stuff.
Yes, I tell people like it's for fans of Junji Ito, but I don't want to like
You
it's
totally
easy to
see
say
it.
that.
Like, yeah, but it's great. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the later issues because you go with a lot more like double spread
Mhm.
layouts and stuff, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
First one, you kept it kind of, the story was straightforward. You're building
Mhm.
it up, and then you really get it. You really let yourself loose after the first issue. You start getting into like double page spread layouts and stuff, which is really fun. And so
Yeah.
you really let loose. You let your hair down, as they say, after issue 1.
All right.
So
Well, thank you.
that's really fun. That's 5 issues.
Mm-hmm.
Which would add up to how many pages roughly?
Okay, so my math may be a bit off. So I think altogether with the new pages, it's roughly 136 altogether.
136. So the trade will be
'Cause-
136. Will there be any extras in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the 136 includes the new pages. So
Perfect.
issue 5, the Fan Expo edition, is actually a 14-page book. But there's way more story after that you can only get in the trade edition.
Yeah, this is the Fan Expo edition right here. No, that's 4.
The covers are similar, so close.
5.
Close.
Right here. Here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. So these 2 books will be available for the Kickstarter. This will be the one that you're campaigning for. This will be, people could pick up through the add-ons. Will there be anything else you're offering on your Kickstarter?
The original covers, and so I'll say more about the potential Calgary Expo edition. So the second issue cover is the only one that's a digital cover. Everything else are originals. So what I'm going to do with the reprint of the second issue is make an original cover, likely the same style, but just traditionally drawn. So those covers can be added to the add-on section that our collectors could pick up if they want. Yeah, I know there's been people at like the Fan Expo shows have been interested in wanting to pick one up, and I'm like, no, these are not for sale. I'm saving these for the Kickstarter.
Just a reminder.
Yeah. Yes.
This is the QR code on the bottom there is for the pre-launch, so people can go and scan that, and that'll bring you to your pre-launch page for the Kickstarter. That'll be upcoming April
20th.
April
420.
20th. Goes live April 20th, so people can go check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, later that week, I should be at Calgary Expo for all 4 days. If you want to check out the books. And,
is there going to be any Turkish Delight involved in the campaign? Because, like, I remember like the really funny Turkish Delight scene. Was it in issue 1? Like,
yeah, it's issue 1 when they go to the restaurant.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And the waitress is hitting on him.
Yeah.
They're like, are you gonna tell her? Are you gonna let her know?
I wish there was one campaign. I gotta give a shout out to my Raid Studio mate, Shane Heron, for his campaign when he did the Morris Kickstarter like many years ago. He had one tier just for Toronto people only that you could get a pie with your book because he's a chef or a cook or something. So some people in Toronto got
bakery,
yeah. Do you remember that? Like
no, I know he works at a bakery, I think.
Yeah, there's a tier where you could get a legit whole pie with a book, but just for Toronto people. And then for one of the past Cauldron campaigns, like before Raid picked it up, Shane would make a Cauldron hot sauce as that would go with one of the tiers. So anyway, with that said, if I was a skilled baker, maybe there would be Turkish Delight, but sadly no. I'm not gonna go with that. But there's like my Gehenna campaign, I did hire a 3D sculptor. Her name's Amanda Daly, and she made a spider sculpt, and I got it 3D printed and sold a couple of those as an add-on for people who like figurines and stuff. So there will be one of Vorticia Vortex or the Wormhole Club Tragedy. So hang on, I've got a sample, not of Vorticia, but of the spider.
That's the character in question, Vorticia.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's 3D printed. The figurine will likely be 3D printed, and then like you could probably be a selection. Like you could get it like unpainted, or you could get it here where it is painted. Yeah, it's like in my spare time when I can, I like to paint.
Throw it again. I got you big on the screen now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, StreamYard is slow tonight.
It's all right.
Very cool.
Not sure if it's okay. I have to zoom in. Trying to get it to focus.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have one available for the campaign?
So we're working on the sculpt right now. So hopefully it should be ready by the time the Kickstarter campaign launches. So what I did last time, if I recall correctly, there was one that was unpainted for anyone who people who like to paint minis, like Warhammer, 40K stuff. Like that's one of my hobbies outside of comics. And there was a version that you could get that was painted.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right, Adrien, let's talk about Todd LeBon, your favorite book in your bibliography.
I really feel bad for slamming that book. Like, yeah, it's a little early, but yeah, yes.
Todd LeBon, the book that you felt like you were obligated to make.
Yeah. He's a really good friend, and I don't know. I just want to do it for a friend.
Yeah. It was kind of an inside joke that turned into a 90-page book.
This whole book is an inside joke. But that's kind of how, that's every book that I've done. It's always been an inside joke, right? So, and then I always make sure Edmonton is involved in it, like my hometown. And, yeah.
So let's, these are your main cast characters right here from the first page.
Yeah, so we're introduced to Todd LeBon, Twofer, the German-talking 2x4, and then Johnny Yen. So Johnny Yen, yeah, my friend Ryan got him from the Iggy Pop song, Lust for Life. Here comes Johnny Yen again.
Is that isn't that a William Burroughs reference, Johnny Yen?
Was it I don't know.
There's just a lot of Iggy was a big William Burroughs fan. Like Steely Dan, that's a William Burroughs reference. That's where they got the name.
I had no idea. Yeah, I only knew the reference from the Iggy song. So So when I was saying earlier that this book is based off of our Twitter burner account, Todd LeBon. So Ryan and I, we kind of created this world, right, where the boys would hang out with celebrities like Terrence Stamp and Judi Dench and Adam Arkin, and Judi Dench was a big cocaine addict, and she would do things in a bathroom, and Terrence Stamp was a heavy drinker, and so they would all hang out at a place called Salford Arms, right? Which is, I'm sure there is a Salford Arms somewhere, in England, and that. And then, so yeah, we would just post these scenarios with each of these characters, and, got a little bit crude at times. And, but yeah, so there's actually some of the dialogue from that Twitter account ended up in this book. Yeah. So we just basically took a burner account and just expanded it to an 80-page graphic novel.
I did look it up. I did look it up. It's from The Ticket That Exploded. Which I haven't read. That's one of the ones I haven't read by him. That's I think one of his weird cut up books, experimental poetry books. They're they can be rough to get through.
It's not like I'm describing my own book. Well, it's a little rough to get through.
Yeah. So it opens with Johnny Ed kind of talking about his exploits with Judi Dench.
With Judi Dench, this whole thing that happened in an Arby's restaurant, and Judy's got these sausage-sized digits, and basically violated Johnny Yen on a diaper change table, and Terrence Stamp showed up with a bottle of lime Gatorade, and it just kind of went from there, and then
customers are getting
so the barkeep is kind of whatever at this point. So Johnny Yen is telling the boys that he has a tattoo of Judi Dench's face on his thing, right? His member is junk, right? And of course the boys there's no goddamn way kind of thing, right? And actually there's a scene there where he's telling this, and then Twofer's he's sipping on out of his boots, and he kind of sort of right, the
Right
the
here.
straw kind of sort of like, the page prior to. Yeah.
How big is your penis? Get enough detail that you could tell it was true. And also,
See,
wouldn't it like stretch out? Like
this is the issue I have right now. So
Johnny Yen
That's
is
the
all
issue you
about
have.
that. Despite the stereotypes towards Asians, he's a very
I have broken the stereotype. I have, honestly, if this book gets out more, like Asian men are going to probably become my biggest demographic. Like this massive thank you for breaking the mold, right? But anyway, yeah. So Twofer, he's sipping whatever out of his boot, and then John Yen claims that whatever, and Barkeep comes, kicks him out.
Yeah.
And then
There you go.
and then Johnny Yen, basically like kind of checks out his whatever. Are you okay, love? And she actually talks back to him. And
it's a wacky book for sure, man.
Anyway, so
Was it like yummy fur? It's like Ronald Reagan is his penis or something.
That's the happy clown. Yeah,
That's a happy clown. Yeah, is it Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan. Yeah, Ronald Reagan
Yeah.
at the tip of his. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why at the back of the book, it comes with a free temporary tattoo. So, I thought it was funny at first, but then there's going to be some creeper that's going to try it out, and then he's going to send me a photo of this. So I'm like anticipating something bad in my inbox.
Really, is the book successful until that happens? Honestly?
Yeah.
Set yourself up for that,
It's going to take one guy. I asked for it. So honestly, at this point, it's like, whatever. So I don't know. I really haven't checked my my spam account yet. So I'm a little scared to at this point. But
it'll probably be Goose. I think you're spot on.
It's Goose. Goose is the first guy I thought would do it. And I'm sure he's going to do it. So yeah.
And my favorite thing of the whole Twofer character design and everything is you put the tidy whities on him.
Yeah.
He's got the underwear. Yeah.
He's got the like old school, the tidy whities from the 80s,
Yeah, there's a conversation where they're all talking with Johnny and all that, and Todd's like, oh yeah, and Twofer's got a nut sack, and he's like, I should not a nut sack, right? Like he's kind of
one of my favorite things about this book as well is you had your daughter work on it.
Yeah, so I know this is bad parenting, but we'll be fine. So I needed that Raiders of the Lost Ark moment. Remember in the kind of the beginning when those government agents went to go visit Indiana at his university, and they're kind of talking about the Lost Ark and all that, and he pulls out that book, right? And there's a picture of it right here, right? It kind of shows like that medieval kind of whatever he's explaining, the whole the whole arc, whatever lore. So I kind of wanted, I love that. That was one of my favorite scenes ever in a movie. So I wanted a little moment to kind of, where the handler, who's the guy who approaches them to look for the devil's head, would present to them, well, this is all we have on the devil's head. Mm-hmm. And then so I thought, well, I'll get my daughter to do it, right? Because she it's funny, she actually in her university classes she had like Slavic history was one of her courses, so she's really into that, the whole folklore and whatnot. I said, well, you got 2 pages, this is my Raiders Lost Ark moment, come up with a story and just draw it out. So she came up with this little 2-page Slavic folklore based on like the origin of the devil's head. And I thought she did well. She did better than I could. So
it's a great part.
Yeah, I love that you encourage your daughter, and she helps you out. She's your editor for. I think she was your editor for
Trakovi. Yeah, that's her cover there.
That's a great cover she did for you for Trakovi. Great cover.
Yeah,
this is actually one of my favorite covers from that series. Is your daughter's cover?
Yeah, she's great. She's honestly, as an editor, she's fantastic. Because it's nice to have a younger generation kind of go through your work as well and kind of pick things out and then throw some dialogue at her and that. So, I mean,
my all-time favorite editors from her, you draw women ugly.
Yeah, you're women.
Yeah.
Women.
Fuck, dude. I never drawn a woman. The only time I ever drew a properly pretty woman would be the cover I did for Blam and Glam, issue 12 or 13. That was the only time. And my wife's like, hey, look, you drew a good-looking woman, right? Because normally they're just like, oof.
Yeah, the pink in the pink thing. Yeah.
Really manly.
still pretty traumatizing looking though, man. Like,
What's that? It's the Blamaglam?
Yeah, it still looks pretty traumatizing. Like I was like, I don't know. She's like in a straitjacket. She's like, I don't know. Looks like a metal album cover kind of, bro.
Well, he asked, no. Richard said, okay, she's got to be in a. It was funny getting his description. Right, he's like, she's got to be in a straitjacket in a pink padded cell in her underwear. I'm like, here we go, right? And so, so I did a clothed version and a nude version because with Blamaglam, he always asks cover artists to do one of each. So yeah.
So your first series was Trakovi, and you started that on Kickstarter. Your first 2 issues.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, you're going to be doing a trade in 2027 for the first 5 issues. You're going to be getting the book back from Scout.
Yeah, contract runs out in January with Scout. And so what I'll do is I'll take all 5 issues of the Scout versions, and then I'll just do a trade.
So that's great news. You'll be able to finally put a trade out for that. You'll get the rights back from Scout.
Yeah.
So that's great news. This was a pretty popular book at the con from some of your books. Is your Tick bootleg?
Yeah.
So this you're actually going to be doing a second printing, and you're going to be doing a slight change for the second print. We're going to be going with
that's second printing. That's the cover second printing. I'm going to do it manga size, so much smaller, a little more compact. It's only 20 pages too, because I want to have a $5 book at cons, you know. But anyway, it's funny. It's like out of all the books I've done, it's like this 20-page bootleg I did in 2 weeks is almost a sellout. So now I got to jump onto a second printing, you know, before the lawyers call.
This is a book that I started to be like, fuck it. When it started to get slow on Saturday, the anthology book for SNFU Tales, I was like, you got to start. Anyone that looks punk, you got to fucking yell at them to come to your table.
You were profiling like an ICE agent on Saturday.
Well,
It's like you.
I was like, then I saw this motherfucker come up, and I was like, he was
I
was like, yo, get over here, come here.
Yanked him out of a crowd.
Fucking book for you, man.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, he came over, he bought the book. He was like, yeah, he was all super into it. So, but you didn't have the vinyls. There's a 7-inch by Dad Religion. They did covers of the 4 songs that you guys picked to do the anthology.
Yeah.
So basically, this anthology had the blessing of the remaining members of the band.
Yeah.
You guys picked 4 songs.
Yeah.
From their debut album, and took the lyrics and created 4 different horror stories based off 4 of the songs from their debut album. And those 4 songs were recorded by Dad Religion as covers. Yes. You guys had a launch party, and you said you
did charity too, right?
We had a launch party. So a portion of what we made off the Kickstarter went towards the Chai Pig Foundation or some other scholarship at a local high school that has like an arts program. So we were able to have a few bucks and kind of throw it their way after that. So. But we had a launch party. We had 4 punk bands, and we had a little merch table set up, and it was a bizarre night. And it was funny. It's like there was like nobody from the comics community. It was all punk rock community. It was just people that normally don't buy comics, or they're like, I always got the comment like, I haven't bought comics since I was in high school, right? And so this book is just a completely demographic for me, for us. And so we got issue 2 that we're working on, which is going to follow the second album, the sophomore album, If You Swear You Catch No Fish, which came out, I think, in 86, 87. But this time we got 4 different artists, including myself, and then Dylan Corbisser and a couple other dudes. I can't remember the names right now. So
because Dylan did all the art of this issue. The
first one,
was Dylan. And he did a variant cover for your sitter.
Yeah.
And he did a bunch of variant covers for Trakovi as well.
Yeah, Dylan Corbisser is he's one of those guys that it's like, he should be like, everyone should know him, I feel. But Dylan's kind of like, I think he's kind of taking a bit of a break from comics right now, just apart from small projects. So I'm hoping he kind of picks up again and starts knocking out books, because he's just, he's just a great kid.
Yeah. So this is available. People can pick this up at 3 Press.
Yeah, 3presscomics.ca.
Yeah, like
yeah, and then it's funny. So one kid came by the table, and he was flipping through the book, and we kind of explained it to him, and he was asking remember he's asking us like what genre was it? Was it post-punk? Was what he like nailed out?
Asian kid, yeah. He
gave out all these like subgenres. I'm like, it's just punk, right? So I was kind of like losing patience with him. And then he made this comment saying, he's like, oh, you basically created music videos for each of these songs, but you put it in a comic format. I was like, fuck, that was like, honestly, it's like, where the fuck were you Friday? And I could have used this as like as a sales pitch for the rest of the weekend. But that's exactly what we did.
And you have t-shirts based off the book too. So at 3 Press Comics, you can pick up the 7-inch.
Yeah.
And our t-shirts designed by Dylan as well. That did the t-shirt. So you can go find that there. The Sitter I just mentioned, Dylan. I don't have
your best book still, Adrian.
Find it. What?
The Sitter is still Adrian's best, in my opinion. My favorite.
I'll open it up.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, I love The Sitter. This is just demented perfection, in my opinion. Like I love The Sitter so much, man.
I was actually in talks with Renegade Press about I pitched to them to let me do a part 2 and part 3 for this. So but as put together as one book, but it's just kind of a slow back and forth. So I'm gonna confront them at Calgary and just kind of say, hey, but
gang fight.
I like the narration. I always laugh when I read the narration of the opening. the idiot here. I'm gonna touch it. Right, just look at this fucking dummy. Like he's about to touch a tit for the first time. It always makes me laugh. Anyway, yeah. So
I write for a particular demographic, and they're all like guys that put Judi Dench tattoos on their dicks. That's basically the extent of my whatever. So that's why I need to get this other book going so I can show that I'm not a
Here's the. Are we on Twitch tonight, Johnny?
Yeah, we sure are, but I don't care, man.
No, we'll get a 24-hour ban on Twitch again.
Yeah, just linger on that page.
But people need to see the funny face. The funny face is so good.
This is editor's note from his daughter. You draw.
She wasn't in this one. No, those pages I kept her out. I'm like, you're not editing these pages. Okay. Yeah, everything else you could edit, but that was that was basically the swinging doors at the video store. You're not going past those doors, right?
So this is great. That's like from the style of the cover that you did here. The front and back, you get the front of his face and the back of his head, which is
Vince.
Anyway, yeah, the comic slot. The comic shop's name. I mean, yeah, it's fun stuff.
The character Atsuko, man, so cool. I love when she beats the fuck out of that dude in the comic store.
Yeah. Oh, with the guy with the 90s comics.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. So so when I did this scene, so just a little background. So this dude walks into a comic book store, which I call a comic slut, and he's trying to sell a box of like early 90s like image books, the ones that they printed like 2 million of them kind of thing. And then she kind of gets in a tussle with him, and then all these books fly out. And I just I just grab covers online. I use those covers like for Wildcats and shit like that. And then I submitted the book to Image, and I just thought afterwards, I'm like, oh, you dummy. So I just I'm really not great at like marketing and promoting this thing. So it's just like, oh well.
If they take it badly, fuck them.
I mean, when you describe your book as an obligation, you have to get.
Good point.
Right, I'll get that call from Netflix. Well, fuck, if you want to go ahead, I guess. I don't know.
You're probably like kayfabe a bit, It's like
I'm the worst. Like I'm not like. It's funny. It's like I don't know what it is. I'm just not like that pretentious kind of. I'm not gonna talk about.
It's not even being pretentious. Being a salesman.
I know. I just sometimes I'm good. If I'm into it, I'm into it. But yeah, fuck, I really gotta take a class or something. Yeah.
Well, you just go sit beside James for a con.
Well, it's funny. So James, I was laughing with Joe. So Joe's like, "Yeah, go over and meet James." All that. So I went up. I was talking to you, right? I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm around the corner, kind of blah blah." I'm also creator. He goes, "And yeah, you can get both these books for $40, right?" He just like, completely glazed over. All of a sudden, I'm walking away with a couple of books. I'm like, "Oh."
No, I was selling.
Talk to you later.
Like, at a certain point, Greg just like was sitting on doing social media the whole time. Like,
Oh my god! Like you're in such a zone, right? It was just like,
yeah, no, I'm like a complete manic sales mode. Like,
my favorite part.
I
told Adrian
shit home. I gotta get rid of it.
Yeah, my favorite was I went over and said hi, and then I was talking to Fred. And then you're like, "Oh, check out our hot new book. It's selling for on eBay, this and that." And the guy's like, "I already have it. I love the art." And you're like, "If you love the art in this book, check it out."
Exactly, that's what you gotta do. Like, how you do it?
Check out these. Like, you missed a beat. I fucking started laughing.
No.
I had to turn around and look at Fred, and I was laughing. I was like, "Jesus Christ," like.
Got it.
Fred just just let James. Like the book, it's it's like it writes itself. It sells itself. Just leave James alone.
Yeah, you could have sold a Hyundai with a flat tire that fucking weekend. Like honestly, there was just like,
It's just
ice to Eskimos.
It was funny too. I found Fred grew up in the neighborhood just next to me in Edmonton. Yeah.
He's from Edmonton. I was gonna say, he's from Alberta.
Becka.
Yeah.
You did a panel, right?
I did 3 panels that weekend.
Panels. You did a drawing panel? What was this one?
2. I did two drawing panels. That one was the SketchUp panel. So Mog and Mel. So the Mog is with the red glasses and her husband Mel to her left. I have a podcast show, I think every Thursday with the EXP. I hope I have all the info correctly. So they have a thing called SketchUp. You just go on the show with a bunch of artists, you draw live, and the art pieces are auctioned off at the end of it. And all the proceeds go towards the artists. So they're like, "Oh, hey, we're doing this panel at, the Fan Expo shows. Would you be interested in, participating?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course." I had been on their other online show a couple times and had a lot of fun. So when they asked me, "Hey, was I interested in participating in their panel for Toronto ComiCon?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So for that one, it wasn't a sketch duel. It was just, and the artist with the yellow hat, that's Francine Delgado. She's amazing as well. And Richard Fairgray. And the Bikini Kill t-shirt is also awesome. Check out, that man is a machine.
I'll be talking about, I got a book from him, so we'll be talking about him a little later. Adrian said I had to go meet him, so
yes, and he was selling dick pics all weekend. I'll let you talk about that though.
Yeah, that's I have a whole shtick about that. So
pictures of Richard Nixon or something.
Yeah. So participants in the audience asked for a drawing, and one of us would take it. So unfortunately, I forgot to take pictures of what I drew. So I basically drew.
You sent me. What was the one you sent me?
I don't remember. That was not it. That was me being angry at some other thing. Anyway, so I drew Lucifer Morningstar and Ash from Evil Dead.
Okay.
And I forgot to take pictures of them, but I picked like a couple of difficult drawings because like Bruce Campbell, you have to get the likeness exactly right, and you only have 45 minutes to draw these 2 things, and we're drawing them on like 4x6 sketch cards. And of course, like I'm looking up like a drawing references on my phone, and the internet was not working very well. But anyway, I got both of them done. The people who got the commissions or the drawings were very happy with them.
Awesome.
And
Lucifer or TV show Lucifer?
TV show, or it's DC Comics. It's the DC Comics Lucifer. So
the TV show's based on the comic.
Yeah. And the second drawing panel was a Sketchelmania, and that one was
that this one?
Yeah, so that one I drew with Sean Daly, and not pictured in there because there's a dude covering her is Sammy. Yes, Sammy Francis. There we go. So the theme for that one, so the Sketchelmania is hosted by Martin Slam Duncan, who the show is not on regularly online. It was a kind of the thing that went on during the pandemic. So all the proceeds, our artwork would be auctioned off and would go towards a charity of the artist's choice.
Cool.
So yeah, the theme for the Sketchelmania last weekend was cartoon mayhem. So I guess we just went with Saturday morning cartoons, and all of us did mashups. So Sammy did like so we both did Scooby-Doo. Her Scooby-Doo was like a Charlie's Angels kind of thing, which was really good. The line work was clean. And Sean Daly, if you're familiar with his work, also a machine. He did Scare Bears, so the Care Bears, but like as Freddy and Jason or whatever. And my drawing was a Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, and Aunt Gladys appearing
from Weapons.
From Weapons, yeah. And so that one we planned ahead of time, and we were allowed to work on our drawings ahead of time. So I just had my pencil in and just spent the 45 minutes painting it, basically. That's what all three of us did. So
cool.
But that one was, both drawing panels were fun, but the Sketchelmania one, I guess because nostalgia, cartoons and that, it was really fun doing that, especially with growing up with Scooby-Doo. And then there was, I forget who the artist was. I like to say it was Steve McGinnis, possibly, who did the Scooby-Doo mashups with the horror characters like Ghostface and the Terrifier, like a few years ago, that were really popular online. And I'm like, there hasn't been, there should be one for Weapons, because Aunt Gladys is an awesome fictional character. And it was a good way to plug the Kickstarter for those two panels. And then the last panel was a horror themed panel, like talking like a creator roundtable of what scared us and inspired us as creators, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You always do a panel or two, or you try to when you go to these cons.
Yeah. I think like when you sign up for Fan Expo, any of the Fan Expo shows, they're like, please be aware that you may be expected to do at least 2 45-minute panels.
Oh yeah, they might ask you to, like,
like Fred did some.
Fred went for one.
Two, actually, I think.
Two.
And I think like
he had one Sunday too.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So like Toronto was a much smaller show, so I don't think not everyone had to do 2 panels or had to do a panel, and I don't know how I got 3, but I mean that's fine. I'm not complaining. People came to the tables after all 3 of those panels, which was awesome. And there were lots of cool kids, like teenagers, that came by to the booth more than once and bought things. And it was a great platform to showcase our comics and get people interested in what we were creating.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's a good way to drum up a little business at the con afterwards.
Oh, yes.
Awesome.
And a great way to corrupt some more minds.
There's some dude going around getting signatures too. I think
a couple people did that. By the end, it became a thing among these were like the crew, the volunteers.
Volunteers, yeah. Adrian signed it, did his little tick logo on it.
Yeah.
We were sitting there. It was a little slow, and Adrian was like, because Adrian often does like 2 songs for his Kickstarters, and you did it for the Sitter. You did one for Trakovi, and you did one for Todd LeBon. So he brought a few cassettes in case, he's like, fuck, I don't know why I fucking brought these cassettes and everything. And then this kid shows up
like a minute later, not even a minute later.
Like a minute after he says, I don't know why I brought these fucking cassettes.
and he walks up. He just walks straight up to us and holds this, like, the hands out of 20. Like, what the fuck? There was no sales pitch, nothing. He just like, thank you.
It's like, I want a cassette, but he said it. He was very, very timid, right? And Adrian's like, what book do you want? He's like, a cassette. Like, he was super. And Adrian, he was so like, he couldn't believe that. Like, what, a cassette? You want a cassette? And he's like, yeah, I want the cassette. I was like, don't fuck up this sale, man.
Yeah, like, who the fuck buys a cassette? So this kid buys a cassette, and then he just like, I'm like, okay, great. And he fucking pulls out this gold brick Sony Walkman Sport vintage that his uncle gave him. I'm like, holy fuck, right? And he popped it in there, and
it's clean, man. Like,
off you went, man. This thing was absolutely mint. So this was this was surreal. I just like this was up there with that grandfather that told us about how he like
Cocaine Grandpa.
yeah, cocaine grandpa.
Yeah, Cocaine Grandpa was hilarious.
What kind of drugs did you do back then? Oh, it was cocaine, but it had to be free.
It had to be top quality, and it had to be free. Because he was asking Adrien what kind of drugs he had to do to make his books, because they're all
yeah.
fucked
It was
up,
so
right?
funny. Fuck yeah, he's talking about how in the like he was originally from New York, that he in 78 or something like that he saw Iggy and the Stooges at CBGB's, and he going off about how shitty the bathroom was, and it was really cool. It was really
together
cool.
in 78. I thought he was like, 78. He'd be in his like solo career by then.
I think he said 72, maybe.
Yeah, 72
Was that early?
sounds more likely.
Fuck, I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah,
the guy
I
was
think
in
he
a
said
cocaine
72.
haze apparently.
Anyway, it was Iggy Pop and the Stooges, so it's probably right near the end when they're before they split up.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Like I mean,
yeah.
So
Like
it was
Raw Power is like 71, 72.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that was fun. That's funny. Yeah, Cocaine Grandpa.
yeah, that was like first thing Saturday morning too. Like kind of like when we're kind of waking up. So, but it was nice and cool about him though. Is like he's talking about how he was like head of like a graphic design studio in Toronto for a number of years and all that. And so, you know, he's kind of complimenting like, you know, whatever the graphic design and all that, which is really nice, right? You know, to have that brought up, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's really cool. But yeah, the kid though, that one just fucking floored me.
And then while we were there, because you've been to a few cons, so you know quite a few people around, and you were like, oh, you're gonna meet Omar. He's the owner of Wayside Comics and Cocktails.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, he gets a lot of books like by Canadian creators, and he puts them on the shelves. He holds events and all this stuff. And then it's so fun. I was like, yeah, dude, like there's this guy, you should look into him, like Anthony Ventura. He's coming out with a Kickstarter soon for Have Mercy. It looks really cool and stuff. He kind of smirks. He looks at me. He's like, he lives above my bar.
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I've met him a few times when I've done signings at Wayside. Omar and the store's the best.
Yeah, it's the best. One of the best shops in the region.
Actually, you mentioned Omar. I had Ramon Perez actually picked up Pissant Apocalypse from Omar, and I got a shout out in Raid Studio.
The Blitz.
Ramon Perez's
it's downstairs.
Collective studio. I got a little shout out in the back there.
Yeah.
Nice.
He does Raid, like one of our
the Raid Studios. Yeah,
England.
Ramon Perez. Yeah, he was Tale of Sand. It's one of his books. It's like this first big sort of hit from years ago.
Yeah, I think he drew. Did he do Still Water with Chip as well?
Yeah, I did like a Hawkeye book. He's done a ton of books over the years. I'm trying to remember them all now.
Yeah, I got to meet him on Saturday night when we went out for drinks.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Raid crew there. We went out. Becka invited us to the Pint, and then we went to, what was the Greek restaurant? Elios or something like that.
I forget what it was. I'm like, I didn't know this place existed.
Just call it whatever you want. Yeah, I haven't a clue. But that was a really fun group, though. Actually, I like that group.
Blitz is pretty cool. It's a free magazine. So
it's free? I don't know.
Yeah, it's free.
They gave me it for free because I'm in it. So
no, it's a free magazine. If people want to subscribe to it, they have a minimums number. If you want to subscribe to give it out, like comic shops,
amazing quality for a free free magazine. By the way.
It's amazing.
Not like
it's
some
really good.
Pulp paper newsprint. This is oversized, beautiful production, beautiful paper.
That's the thing I forgot downstairs.
Anyway,
I wanted to show it off, but I forgot it downstairs. Anyway, but so I was talking about this guy.
We're hella looking.
I love his art.
It's sick, man.
I wanted him when we were talking about doing variants for Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. I threw his name out there, but I don't think he wasn't really like big enough for them. They wanted like somebody bigger.
Yeah. Then
I thought he would do a really good Sincoza.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that Kickstarter. I don't know, based on what Omar was saying, he's not. He loses motivation on finishing the book, so Omar has trying to kick them in the ass to get him going again. So I don't know when the Kickstarter. It says this year, before the end of the year, but we'll see anyway. But once it does hit
stuff, so it could be hard.
yeah, so I'm anxious to see that. I love the ash can. The ash can was fantastic. So
I should have. I wish I had picked that up if I knew he was there.
Mhm.
See, Joe could do his own version of this book right here that he's got, man. Like,
yeah, this
when I
is
first met him, he was doing these on Twitter.
on Twitter during the pandemic. This
Oh,
is
they're like dick pics, but his name's Richard, so there's selfies. Is that it?
yeah.
I get it.
And it's all just the same picture, just times by 20.
Well, it's funny. Someone sent me because he did a Kickstarter for this, and so was it Fulci sent me? He's like, "Look, this dude's ripping you off." Yeah. I was like, "Well, whatever." Drawing dicks isn't like I took it from Superbad, so whatever, like people ripping each other off. Anyway, so Adrian's like, "You got to go meet this guy," because of during the pandemic when I was doing the dick pics. What I'd do is every week I'd do a vote of 4 different characters, and people would vote on which character they wanted me to do a dick pic. Anyway, so I did them. And anyway, so I went and got this guy's. I did the superhero one because that's what I did with superhero dick pics. So I was like, I went and met him and chatted up with Richard there, and yeah, like, so there's a Green Lantern. There's a few that I did too. Like I did a Green Lantern one. I'll show you the ones I did after. I also did.
Who has the Prince Albert there?
The Prince Albert.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I know. I just can't get past that.
Did the Ninja Turtles. I also did a Ninja Turtles one.
Yeah, and the Ninja Turtles are uncircumcised because they got the show. Yeah.
yeah.
I get it, guys.
Yeah. Hammer. So I guess that's Thor.
That's Thor.
Yeah.
That's how he cranks it. Yeah.
The Kitty Pryde that's like kind of going through the wall. I mean,
yeah,
it's just funny stuff. Canary. That's I feel bad for that guy, whoever the Canary guy is. I mean,
it doesn't. Wow, who knew Black Canary was trans? That's crazy.
And you got the Wonder Woman, the magic, the truth, the sperm will make you tell the truth. The thing, the Human Torch. That's my favorite one. Just a little of Ash. I mean, that's the least graphic one, and that's the one I find the funniest. So,
I always think about how, how artists, we always have on our phones, we do reference photos and all that. I can imagine Richard's phone. I just,
they all kind of feel similar, so these probably still portraits. That's
what I was wondering. Then he drew.
Fuck, right? It's just him in a little fucking face mirror and just
squatting over it at his drafting, Probably has multi-mirror set up so he could just sit there.
like a dressing room, like a change room. Yeah.
Then he drew. I guess the dude must drew a lot of dicks over the weekend. It took him literally 10 seconds to draw this dick on the back.
He draws. I sat next to him at Calgary last year and just seeing.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. I passed by that too. Honestly, this dude had a bukkake for the entire weekend there. Yeah.
So this was my first shot at a dick pic was from Friendo, with the broken glasses. Then I did the next vote, Wolverine one. So I did a Wolverine dick pic. Then people X-Men were pretty popular, so I did a magic dick. So magic dick. Then Harley Quinn. People wanted a Harley Quinn, so I did Harley Quinn. This is one of my favorites, my Green Lantern. I love the Green Lantern.
Yeah, the Green Lantern's great.
Yeah. So he uses his ring to give himself arms.
Yeah, his cock ring is the Green Lantern ring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, his ring's exactly. And then the turtles.
Yeah, you should have made them uncircumcised. That would have been the move because they would go back in the show.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you got the turtles. This is I actually like this one too. Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one was pretty good. I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite one actually.
All the veins and it's yeah.
The nuts for his nuts. Yeah.
Like
a couple.
Hood over it is like a bud.
A couple walnuts for his nuts. So
Yeah.
Yeah. This one was fun.
They sprout out from out from the nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That was my favorite one. This is the one I like the least. I kind of it turned out not so great. But
yeah, turning female characters into penises, it's a little dodgy. I don't know.
Yeah, but the magic dick was pretty good though.
That one's all right. Well, the dragon I think is what makes it.
Yeah, Lockheed sells it. Yeah,
the little dick dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So That's what you made Pissant Apocalypse during the pandemic. I drew.
Well, it's
I drew
all
dicks.
Pissant Apocalypse is all titties though, but yeah, most part.
Yeah.
I'm more into. I like titties more than penises, but yeah. If you wonder
Hey,
what
teach their
I'm
own.
into,
Teach their own. You know.
yeah, if you're wondering what I'm into, I probably revealed too much of myself in that book.
Yeah. This guy, you know this. Who was it? It was
Michael Schwartz.
Michael
And
Schwartz
Michael
was going out
Schwartz.
giving
Yeah.
out a preview
Yeah.
of his upcoming book. So he gave this out to a bunch of people.
Yeah, I
around.
have that one too. It kind of
Yeah, I
reminds
like
me a
that
bit of Fiona Staples in some parts, some of the backgrounds especially.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then I met.
see. Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, finish your thought.
Well, I was gonna say I got some. I got pulled some books. I should show you once you're done with that one.
Yeah, this
you
is
have
my
one
last-
left. Yeah.
This is my last one. Adrian's. This is a friend of Adrian's, Doug Knight.
Yes.
For this,
Super cool.
He's legally blind,
Mhm.
which we're starting to question after hanging out with him more over the weekend.
Legally blind is not the same as actual 100%
Yeah.
blind. Right?
And what's
Mhm.
super cool about his book that I was like, he signs them in Braille.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he has a little machine when you get a book from him. You see,
Mhm.
he has a little machine that does the Braille, and he signs his books in Braille, which I think is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I mean, I like the interior. I mean, also,
Yes, coloring's dope, or whoever does this coloring is good.
Yeah, I think
Adrian
Dougie-
says his style has evolved dramatically over the
quite
years.
a bit. Yeah,
So-
quite a bit. Yeah, like he's really like tightened up.
Less
yeah,
busy,
no.
you said, eh? Like he's more streamlined, less.
less
stuff.
chaotic. Yeah, he's a little chaotic when I first met him, but yeah, this is probably his cleanest work I've seen. And
Mhm.
Doug is
cool.
like I've known Doug for about 5 years now, and my God, man, like this guy just like he works, like he's promoting programs for kids and kids with disabilities, and he's pumping out his own books, and yeah, I mean Doug's great, and I'm hoping to table with him again because really like he really makes a weekend worth your time. Yeah, I love Dougie. Yeah,
Mhm.
there he is.
Yeah.
We went out for supper on
He's
Friday
so
with them.
funny. This guy's so funny, and he just
Yeah.
like he makes light of his, of his, disability. I don't know if I want to call it disability. It's just,
Mhm.
he just works with it, right? So like,
Mhm.
we,
Remember
we
we're
ended up
walking,
like,
hey, when we're walking to the restaurant, and
when he starts swinging around his cane to the guys in front of him.
waving his
Yeah.
cane, like the walking stick, right? And I'm sitting there
Yeah.
and I'm watching him. And then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, whatever, like he was being pretty reckless. Then we turned the corner and he's like, did you see how close I came to almost hitting those people?
I know there are
He was
times
doing
where
it on
I'm like,
purpose.
"Dude,
I was
you're full
like,
of
You
shit."
fucking guy. I was like, yeah, you were like 2 inches from like, he kept like just trying to graze their heels on purpose. I was like, you dick.
I know, and I started calling him the real Matt Murdock by the end of the night.
So I was like, you're not blind, motherfucker.
He's just like, I remember when he came to pick us up, I'm like, is Dougie driving? Like it was just, oh fuck.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we actually took pictures that night at the
Oh, Conrad from
Wednesday night
Wednesday
Gold.
reviews. I was so excited to meet Conrad. It's like it was just the biggest bear hug I could ever give anyone, and it was funny the whole weekend. Fuck, we saw 4 or 5 guys who looked exactly like
Conrad.
Conrad.
Yeah. Hey, there's a Conrad's brother. There's Conrad's brother again.
This ginger infestation in Toronto. Right?
Viking ginger.
Yeah, there's my
Yeah,
point.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of us Scottish people, Irish.
Yeah, but Conrad's got a great podcast. He was like one of the first guys to review my first book, along with Joe and Johnny, and he's also a writer too. So he's just trying to push his writing in that. So yeah, I love
And
Conrad.
one last thing before we get your books, James. When Cocaine Grandpa came by the table, he was flipping through the Sitter. This is Adrian's cover for the Sitter,
Oh yeah,
and he's flipping it, and I noticed there was a page or two that was smaller as he's flipping through. I was like, what the fuck? So I grab a copy and I'm like, it's not like that. There was one where the pages were trimmed, like 3 pages, I think, in it.
2 pages were cut in half, including the
pages,
vaccine page too. And then so we're like, well, let's just sell a misprint, right? And only one person acknowledged it, and they're like, I don't have $1 on me. Like, so I was like, fuck it, hell.
Don't tell that, they'll kick you out. Don't say that, they'll kick you out.
So I got a guy in Edmonton. He texts me. He's like, "I want it." I'm like, "Hey, you'll have it." So
Yeah. So I think that was and one the view from our hotel. The hotel, I love the setup here, like how the hotel's connected to the convention center.
fuck, was that great?
Nice.
That was
It's
so
fantastic.
nice. Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, it was great. The whole experience of the weekend was great. Like just the accommodations and like it's been like probably a good 15 years since I've been to Toronto, but I gotta tell you, like I love Toronto. Like there's just
Of course,
there's just a particular energy there. You know what it is? I don't know what it is. It's like I feel safe walking around downtown, and I find Toronto's a place that if I had more time, like it makes you want to go explore.
Yeah.
You know, and the creators too that I've met that live in and around Toronto, like I mean, it's just so great. Like that's why, like, you know, I'm really, really hoping that I get called off the wait list for TCAF, because I know I just want to at least experience it once, right? Just kind of like
Yeah, I'm at TCAF this year, so.
Oh, you got in? Nice.
Yeah, I'm in
Nice.
TCAF this year.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
There's a few people there that wanted pictures and stuff. So
Steve Buscemi.
yeah, it does. A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Metal Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi was with a little Macaulay Culkin maybe in there too.
Oh, yeah, a little mix. I love
It looks like a Culkin.
The Buscemi McCulkin love child there. All right, that's it. So we can get rid of the camera.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything else to show.
Well, shouldn't we throw James up big?
That's it. James wanted to show
no,
some,
I just want to show off. Did do some bin diving. Filled in some gaps in my Jay Lee Namor run.
Oh, I love that. I love that run.
Back when he was doing like 8 pages a day. And you can totally tell because it's all silhouettes.
Why is it
the quality of the paper too inside? It's just a quality book. Like the colors still pop out. Like the heavy ink work.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, it's all like you put me up big here.
Why is it not going?
I don't know. It's all like silhouettes. It's supposed to be underwater, so you can get away with a lot of stuff, right?
Why is it not going?
Yeah, I love those books.
Yeah. They're great, sort of. So filling in that, I got Spider Boy Team Up, which is like the one, back when they did the Amalgam books after the DC versus Marvel crossover, like 96. This one's like the one with the best art they did. Like it's kind of what is this guy's name? I always forget. It's like he has like a one-word name. Ladron, Ladronn. I think he's probably South American or something, but he's got some of this stuff. It looks like Seth Fisher or Mobius or even like Jeff Darrow, but he's doing kind of a Kirby thing in some of it. This is a really strong issue, and I've seen like scans of this online, so I was happy to pick that one up. Got Ambassadors. I got some Frank Quietly
cover.
Yeah, I missed this issue when it came out, but I could have picked up the trade, but I really just wanted this first issue with Frank Quietly.
Because they change artists for each issue, right?
Yeah, every issue is different.
Yeah.
Because like you can't, if Frank Quietly had done it, we'd still be waiting for it, right? But it's tremendous. Gotta get the Quietly art. And I managed to finish my run of Bill Sienkiewicz's Straight Toaster.
Okay, yeah.
He did this like after Electra Assassin. It's a very strange experimental piece from the 80s. It's like doesn't really make any sense, but if you love Bill Sienkiewicz, this is him just going full tilt, full experimental, doing whatever he wants, right? So happy to finish this run after for a few years. And I don't know, I got this book recently. Has anybody read this or heard of this book?
No.
It's European. It's kind of like a murder mystery with this lady. She's like, I want to talk about this book to somebody because I have like a fan theory that's kind of involved, but I don't want to spoil it to anybody who hasn't read it. But my one friend, Jay Bone from Life Drawing, he read it and he tells me I'm crazy and he doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about my fan theory. But I'm like, I could go off about it. We should, I don't know. We should do an episode about it. You could like,
I'll check it out, man. I love European comics. So
I
yeah.
Am Silence?
Can you open the inside? Like what? Like just
yeah,
give us an
no,
example of the interior.
Very nice, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Clear line, kind of cartoony.
Yeah.
it's about, it's a murder mystery. This woman, she's like an ex-psychiatrist. She gets caught up in this, murder mystery. Where
Cover's great.
Yeah, the cover's great. Art's great.
Dark Horse puts out the.
Yeah, I believe it's from Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you can
the
get
Dark
it.
Horse, the Euro.
Yeah, you can get it probably right on Amazon or.
Yeah, I got
Oh!
it up Amazon. I think Beguiling in Toronto has copies.
Yeah,
It's like
so
a dual produced thing between them and Europe. That's cool. Like I didn't know that they were working together, or maybe they just did for.
Well, they just reprint books that came out. Like this guy's been around forever, and this is he's actually working on a second book with the same character. And I could go off for a while on this, but I would have to spoil the whole thing. And I have like a whole involved fan theory that I want to get into, but
I'm ordering a hardcover right now.
What's that?
I'm actually ordering a hardcover as we speak.
Awesome. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'll come back and do an episode explain like my whole involved theory. Like, yeah. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to get into it here. I don't want to ruin it. But
yeah.
We'll do a full spoiler cast. Go it. But you gotta.
Awesome.
If you guys could read it, that'd be awesome.
Awesome.
I Am Their Silence by Jordi Lafebre.
Sweet.
Nice. And it's coming tomorrow. All right.
There. We got our homework assignment now.
Yeah. You could, I could send you a link.
I'm totally gonna read this
if you don't want to order it.
Yeah, well, it's on Global Comics as well.
Yeah.
But I think you have to pay for it. I don't think it's free with a subscription. But I mean,
Okay.
it's easy if anyone wants to read it. I'm sure it's easy to track down.
Yeah, you can get it off Amazon. I got it off Amazon for like I think $30-$40.
Yeah, it was like 32.
Yeah, $32 with shipping.
Yeah.
It's a good book. I have like a fan theory that's like kind of out there. My one friend Jay Bone from Electron, like I said, he picked up because he liked the art. It's kind of similar to his style, and I tried to explain it to him. He's looking at me like, "What the fuck? No." But I could go on.
Yeah.
So we got a future episode. Yeah, let me know when you guys want to do that. We'll do that up.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it. I think that's about it. Yeah.
So let's do a recap. Cocaine.
Florida
Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre issue 2 drops tomorrow,
as well as issue 1 reprint. A lot of people couldn't find a copy. That's why it's going for insane prices online right now. Yeah. But reprint of issue 1 hits tomorrow, as well as issue 2. It's a 4-issue series, so you get half the story all in one go.
There you go. And Becca has pre-launch for her Kickstarter, which will be April 22nd, you said?
20th, April 20th.
So you could sign up so you get notified as soon as this campaign goes live for the Wormhole Club Tragedy. This will be the collected edition of all 5 issues. Yeah. So there's a QR code, people. Scan it. Go sign up for the pre-launch.
And thank you to everyone who signed up already.
420. Get ready to back it, everybody, next month.
Yep. 420. Yep.
Isn't that a thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a pot smoker thing, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm square. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I got feedback from somebody at Wayside that they said like, yeah, the book, it's trippy. I'm like, cool. So why not?
Nice. How many days are you gonna run the Kickstarter for?
Oh man. I know conventional wisdom is like run it for 30 days. I want to go for just 20.
I went for 20 this time, and it was great. I'm gonna go 10 next time.
Yeah. I just
laugh. I'll go 10 next time. Yeah, no, it's great. Honestly, I find like 30 is just too much, right? Because you got that middle part that just
the lull. It's a grind right up until the end. And,
And I hated that with Gehenna. I hated it.
I mean, it depends. It depends what you want to raise, right? Like for me, I just want to raise enough just for printing and cover for shipping, right? That's all I care about. So I don't need like a whatever. But 2020 is really nice, actually.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of. So just make it. I just hate the lull in the middle. So cut that part out. Cool.
Cool. Yeah. And Adrien, 3presscomics.ca. 3presscomics.ca. You can go pick up his latest jam, the torture book.
It's awesome. Get it?
I'm so proud of this book. I'm so glad I did it.
Todd LeBon is his new thing. You can go pick up the 7-inch vinyl for the SNFU book.
Yeah, there's only like 6 left.
Yeah, and do you have any of these left?
I got like 5 left.
5 of the spoon
for
left.
the first printing. Yeah, so the first printing,
and you'll be doing a second printing at an ashcan size, roughly.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have that. Yeah, I'm gonna have that ready for Calgary Expo.
So at the end of next month, if you're in Calgary, go check out the blue edition, the second printing of Revenge of the Spoon. You still have packs. You're putting the packs together for Trakovi.
Yeah,
so
Trakovi issues 1-5. Yeah, it's now only available in packs. Now I'm no longer selling singles, so I got I think I'm down to 40 sets left. And then I want to get rid of those, and I'm going to get the trade going next year.
And you have, I don't have all the covers, but you have the sitter. You have 3 different covers. You have this one.
Yeah, and then I got the.
Where's the misprint picture? You have your cover of him like that.
Yeah.
And then what was the
Lane cover, right? Lane.
Oh, the Lane Lloyd cover. Oh, that's been gone. We only made 20 of those, so that's like that's gone. That's gone. Yeah, but also if you're in Calgary, I'm gonna have I think 9 of these. That's gonna go with every issue of Todd LeBon. So yeah, if you get buy a copy of Todd LeBon, you get a free 2 for painted 2x4. So.
Oh man, I want one so bad, dude. Like, damn.
You want Adrian's wood, man?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, so that's it, man. That's that was this weekend. It was my second con since like the 90s when it was only in hotel lobbies and there was like maybe 5 creators and just a bunch of comic shops putting out their long boxes and stuff. So it's quite an experience going to cons now.
Mm-hmm.
With all the celebrities, all the oh my god, cosplayers, I can't handle them. By Sunday, I was ready to kill every single fucking one of them that came by the table.
Well, they're too young. They're all too young for me. I'm like feel weird like hanging around them because they're all like dressed super skimpy. I'm like turning 40 in May, and they're all like, I'm afraid to even talk to them because they're just like look like children.
Oh man, dudes, it was worse like years ago before Informa bought Fan Expo. Like there were the body paint people.
Oh yeah,
with the G-strings or thongs or whatever and flip.
There's a few of that, but
they're not there anymore.
But they were loud, and the thing that annoyed me the most is that they congregate in the middle of the aisle, so people couldn't go by. Like, dude. There's open spaces where you can go stand 5 or 6 people together to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Keep the flow going. You know, like, and then some people were like, "Oh, fuck it," and they turned around and went the other way. I was like, "Fuck," you know, like I don't know.
Yeah. Some like spatial awareness, FYI for cosplayers listening. Be aware of you're blocking the aisles, especially like. I apologize for that noise. It's my dog like going
That's all right.
now.
Like, I appreciate cosplay for the craft of it. Like. Some of them really put together some amazing costumes.
There's artistry to it.
It's the spectacle that I don't like.
My favorite one was somebody had a plaster bust of like Lisa Simpson, but that one shot of when she was at the dentist and showing what would happen if she didn't get the braces, and it was the 5th slide with like
with the teeth coming through. Yeah,
that was my favorite.
I saw it. Yeah.
So I like cosplay, the craft of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that really put effort into it and like make it an art, but it's more the spectacle of it. Like the
what would you guys ever do? I was curious. What would you guys ever do if like someone walked up to your table cosplaying as one of your characters?
I would be so happy.
I'd probably take a picture with them. So.
Yeah,
it'd be so weird, right?
Yeah.
Again, I'd have to do the hover hands because they'd probably be like look like children to me. But all these, I don't know. I'm like, I felt so old, like just all these, young people around me. I'm like, I don't feel old, but then I go see a bunch of people who are like 20 years younger than me. I'm like,
try being like I'm like 50, 51 now, and it's like,
there
you go.
It's not gonna get any better.
It doesn't get any better. It actually gets worse. But it's funny. It's like, but now it's like, like I'm the people I work with, like Dylan Corbisser is only like 24, right? So my wife refers to him as my son. And then it's like, I met Fellhound for the first time, and I've known her since I started with Scout, because she started Scout just before I did. And so I was really excited to see her. And it's just like, she's just so young, and I'm just so old.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. It's just, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was kicked over someone's R2D2.
They
annoyed the shit out of me. I was coming back. I went to go pick up some sandwiches for lunch and stuff. And on the way back, there's the flow is going up and down the aisles, and he was making his R2D2 go back and forth, cutting traffic. And this girl in front of me had to stop, and I almost ran into her because he's making his R2D2 cut across. And then we went to walk again, and he brought it back, and she stopped again. I almost ran into her. Then I started swearing at him in French. I was like, God, and like I almost fucking kicked his R2D2 over. I was so fucking annoyed. Downstairs in the lobby, it was fucking insane. It was mad. It's a fucking madhouse down there. Oh, I hate crowds.
You're just an angry old man.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I almost destroyed R2D2 on Saturday. Just yeah.
That would have been something. Fight against R2D2.
Yeah, the friendliest of all the Star Wars characters.
I don't know. Like nowadays, it's cool to be racist against robots. There's like a whole thing about it. They call them
clankers. Yeah, we got slurs for them now.
Clankers. Yeah,
Clankers. Yeah.
Fuck sakes.
Cool. All right, guys.
I have racism against robots, man. It is
Thanks for coming on. It was great meeting you all at the con too. So I got to meet you all in person, and looking
yeah,
forward
nice to
to
see you guys. Yeah.
run into each other again sometime in the near future would be awesome. And yeah, we'll do another episode for. We could set that up. Do I Am the Silence.
Yeah,
we could always set that up.
Yeah, let me know when you do that, because I'm gonna read it probably this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. Hey, Hero Hotel Comics. He won the. He actually won the two.
Yeah, he won
the Enlightened editions. Yeah, Hero. I'm gonna handle
Montreal.
Yeah, Matt sent me his copy for volume 2, so I should be getting that soon.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
Power Pulp sending me the other volume for this one for volume 1, and I'll be hand delivering those to you because you only live like 40 minutes from me, so it's probably cheaper for me to drive them to you than to pay for fucking Post Canada to bring them.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. They're like issue or part 2 is even bigger. Like this is.
Yeah. So each volume is like together they make a phone book. Yeah.
Well, no, like issue 2 literally is like the size of a phone book.
Yeah.
This is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost twice as long.
It costs Matt.
Man, that's a good
$60 to send volume 2 to me. Shipping $60 for the shipping. US.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
there's like 500 pages of like different stories in the same universe out as Tales to Enlighten.
Yeah.
I have like a 4-pager at the start.
Yeah, the introduction to the anthology style. Yeah.
Tales to Enlighten 2.
The New Testament.
I like calling it Tales to Enlighten 2, like that. Sort
Yeah,
of
like
fun.
that. Yeah, 2. Yeah. Cool.
Vin Diesel style.
All right, thanks guys for coming on. Like I said, it's a pleasure meeting you all in person.
Yeah.
You made the weekend that much more enjoyable. So looking forward to the next time we get to meet. And Johnny.
Yeah, let me get to the other screen really fast. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's outro time, man.